0425.
Okay, thanks. Tanner. Hey, there's checking tags. So Grace is at 0425 and that's not. Are you checking tags before they come in? It doesn't matter. What if she has? She doesn't have any more though, so it's. I don't know which one she has and which one he has. There's no 0425 anything. There's 8654 and 8657. We'll just have to check it.
They have,
It probably
and that straight piece tag is a little bit
right,
but
but I didn't even see it. Look at that tag because maybe you can read it. Do you want to go and put that in? When he's not looking. No, Tan. It's Grace's or Hips. Sorry.
I think the young lady here brings us one that is just stout and powerful and just wide open, good haired, one that you can really appreciate the structural integrity of. You really like the youthfulness up through that front end and how just wide and powerful she is. It's just a good place to start. Young man's doe that comes in second here, one that is definitely structurally correct. I really like that about her. She travels around the ring and tracks true as you watch her travel away, and that's what I really appreciate about her. She's given us some really good rib shape. She's nice and level down her top, and one that is a good one to go second. These bottom three here have a few issues here structurally that we have some issues. All three of them like to walk outside of their body a little bit. We like to correct that about them, to make them travel a little bit around the ring just a little bit easier. I think just the mass and the amount of rib shape here in the 1 and third is where this one's going to land at. One that handles rather well, and I can appreciate the amount of rib and quality that we have in that one. We just like to really kind of change her structurally and really make sure that we level her out a little bit from hooks to pins and over the top of her back. If we can do that with her, she can move up in the line quite a bit. Young man's brown doe here is one that is really good haired, one that is nice and level. We really appreciate that about her. We just want to open her up and give her a shot more rib and give her a little more width over the top of her hips there to move her up any higher. And the young lady here that's here in fifth, once again, we'd just like to change her structurally, level her up a little bit more, especially from hooks to pins. She tends to taper off quite a bit, but one that you can appreciate from the side profile. You really like her up through her front neck. Really youthful looking doe there to round out the class. Thank you so much for coming out here today.
You can just tell me and I'll tell you.
First two purple,
Okay.
and then we'll go blues the rest.
Okay, results of that class: 5th place and a blue to Grace Nippert, 4th place and a blue to Grace Nippert, 3rd place and a blue to Cord Nippert, 2nd place and a purple to Cord Nippert with goat 0060, and 1st place to Chloe Bruce with a purple. Now we'll bring out our junior Bordeaux class, ages 1 to 2 years, 2 exhibitors, Tyler Beeson and Colin Jacobs. We will have the first 2 goats of each class, 1st and 2nd place, come back out after this class so that we can judge champion and reserve.
Okay, so this is market. So who is breeding? We don't have breeding class here. We just have champion. Okay, so press this off. Well, because these are just. And there's no class. So there could be. I'll have to tell him. Got it.
Again, if you're just joining us, we're in our final class of Bordeaux. We have a junior Bordeaux class, ages 1 to 2, 2 exhibitors in the ring, Tyler Beeson and Colin Jacobs. This is our final class of breeding does. After that, our judge will bring out 1st and 2nd place of each class to select our champion Bordeaux and reserve champion Bordeaux. Our champion Bordeaux will receive an award sponsored by State Farm, Dave Carbaugh, and our reserve champion breeding doe will receive an award sponsored by ROCIA, the Rural Commerce Committees. Thank you to all of our sponsors who continue to support the youth by sponsoring awards.
I think really two high-quality ones here in our age does. I think it becomes really, really close. I think our first place one here is just a little more youthful, maybe a little more attractive and feminine up through that front end and up through that neck. I think she ties together just a little bit better up through that shoulder. Now, I won't argue. The one that's in second is the more stout and more powerful one in the class, and I won't argue with that whatsoever. But I think just the femininity of this one that lands in first, I like her sweep from her chest floor back to her flank. I think that's just a good place to start. The one here in second, once again, she is the broody, powerful one. I'd just like to trim her up. She's carrying maybe just a little bit more condition than we'd like maybe today as we get into breeding season, but one that you can't argue with the fundamentals and the structural quality that she has. I really enjoy that about her. So two really high-quality does here in that class, both purples for sure.
Good job, you got the ribbons.
Congratulations. First place to Colin Jacobs with the purple, and second place to Tyler Beeson with the purple. We'll now bring out all of our three classes, first and second place.
So, just here, we have nobody but doors, so we have no dairy, we have no bugs. So is this all going to be just the same thing?
Yep.
So this is, okay.
If you're following along in the program, the judge is going to select our champion Bordeaux and reserve champion Bordeaux, and those goats will also receive the champion breeding and reserve champion breeding, as we have no dairy or other breeds or bucks in these classes this morning. Again, from class 1, AJ Beeson with his under 5 months. Class 2, first place to Tyler Beeson, second place to Cord Nippert with their junior Bordeaux 5 to 6 months. Our third class, junior Bordeaux 6 months to 1 year, first place to Chloe Bruce, second place to Cord Nippert. And our last class, first place to Colin Jacobs, and second place to Tyler Beeson. These are currently first place in every class. Additionally, the winner of this class also will represent our county at the shootout. After selection of our champion and reserve, we will bring out our home-raised market goats. We have our first class with 2 exhibitors, 3 goats. If Grace Nippert and Cord Nippert will have their goats ready, Grace Nippert and Cord Nippert with their home-raised market. Again, our superintendents, Tanner Allensworth and Don Nippert, and our judge today is Ben Booth from Manning, Iowa. If you are just joining us, we're at the conclusion of our Bordeaux classes and our breeding doe classes. Our judge will be selecting champion Bordeaux, reserve champion Bordeaux. Those goats will also receive grand champion breeding doe and reserve grand champion. And again, the winner will represent us at the Southwest Iowa Shootout.
Seems like we got a bit of time.
Yeah, that's what she said.
We will do pictures of our awards so far. And again, thanking our sponsors for those awards. We will do pictures right after this. So if you are a sponsor of one of those awards, please make your way to the backdrop for a picture. Again, our champion Bordeaux will receive a trophy, an award sponsored by Allensworth Heating and Cooling. Our champion breeding doe by State Farm, Dave Carba. Our reserve champion breeding doe by ROCIA Rural Commerce Committee. Again, thank you to all those sponsors.
Sorry for the deliberation here. I'll let you just talk through them real quick. I think we're really happy with the amount of quality that we have out here. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, I got to get out of the way then. Sorry about that. You get up here a little bit closer to them then. The one that came out of the first class here, we know that was a single entry, but that was a high quality one that we really appreciated, the femininity, especially up through that chest floor, up through that head and neck. And I really appreciate that about her. Is she big enough? That's probably the question. Is she stout enough? We know that she's probably the youngest one out here, but she probably needs a little more time. But we'll see. She's one that I really appreciate. I think that was a really high quality coming out, even for a single entry was really good, and I appreciate everything about her. The one that came out of the second class here, one that's a big, powerful, kind of broody looking one. As we look through that chest floor, maybe gets a little bit straighter in that shoulder, maybe a little opened up in there, that we'd like to maybe just change that about her just ever so slightly. And maybe just change her and level her up just a little bit more from the hooks to the pins there. One that came out of the third class one here that is a massive, powerful one. We really appreciate that about her, one that's a really good haired one. Is she feminine enough up through that neck and head? And that's where maybe we question her a little bit. But really a true powerhouse that we really appreciate the bone work on that one as well. And then we get to the age doe here, one that I told you that class was really good, two high quality ones. We really appreciate the sweep of that underline, how feminine that looks. Really like how she ties her shoulder up in through her neck. A really high quality senior doe that we have there. I'll take one more look at them. I'll go out here and I'll select your champion. We'll bring in the second place in that class in contention for reserve.
Congratulations to Chloe Bruce receiving Grand Champion Bordeaux and Grand Champion Breeding Doe with her doe from Class 3. We will now bring out Cord Nippert's Goat 0060 for selection of Reserve Champion Bordeaux and Reserve Grand Champion Breeding Doe. And again, at the conclusion of this, we will ask our sponsors to come down for photos, take a quick intermission. Congratulations to AJ Beeson with his goat from Class 1, receiving Reserve Champion Bordeaux and Reserve Champion Breeding Doe. Make your way to the photo area if you were an award winner, please. And then when Home Raised Market has time, please bring your goats to the holding pens. All 3 classes of Home Raised Market to the holding pens when you have time. If you're just joining us for the 2022 Montgomery County Goat Show, we are in a brief intermission to take photos of our award winners in our Champion Bordeaux, Reserve Champion Bordeaux, and Champion Breeding and Reserve Champion Breeding. We will be moving to our home-raised market goats. We have 3 classes in that competition, and we are asking all 3 classes to the holding pens. Those are Class 1, Gray Snippert and Cord Nippert, Class 2, Cord Nippert, AJ Beeson, Gray Snippert and Cord Nippert, and Class 3, Tyler Beeson, AJ Beeson, and Cord Nippert. And those classes are divided by weight. We'll call Class 1 for purchase market also, since there's some room in the holding pens. Class 1 for purchase market. That's Adelia Leiden, Tyler True, and Delaney True, Class 1. Class 2, stand by. Are we done? Okay. We'll go ahead and call Class 1, home market raised out, Gray Snippert with 2 goats and Cord Nippert with 1. Again, home raised. If you're following us on the program, Class 23210, home raised market, Class 1. 3 goats, 2 exhibitors, Gray Snippert and Cord Nippert. And again, goats in this class weigh between 48.4 and 60.4 pounds. 48.4 and 60.4 pounds.
think the class winner here is pretty easy to find. I think he wins his class pretty handily. One that is stout featured. He's pretty opened up. Good rack shape, good rib. Handling pretty well today. I really think that's a pretty easy place to start. One in second, really attractive looking one. One that your hand bounces right off that rack really easily. Good hard handling on. We just need a little more mass, a little more time on him. Open him up maybe a little more in that rib and make him a little more powerful looking underneath for him to move up any higher. And unfortunately, the ladies' little weather here is one that just is one that is a little light today. Kind of runs into a lot of power and mass up in front of him. We just need a little more time on feed for that one to move up any higher. So we'll have 2 purples and a blue here in this class. Congratulations.
First place and a purple to Cord Nippert. Second place and a purple to Grace Nippert with Goat 52. And third place and a blue with Goat 58 to Grace Nippert. Calling the second class, home raised market goats, Cord Nippert, AJ Beeson, Grace Nippert, and Cord Nippert.
Grace has 2 in this class.
Did she, that goat that she just got third, what was that third place goat's number? I think I got it wrong. Oh, no, I'm right. Never mind. I'm right. No, yeah, I got it.
Again, we're at the beginning of judging class 2, home raised market goats. This class weighs in between 71.2 and 75.2 pounds.
That's what I thought. Because I looked at this one when she was standing in third place. Thank you. Two, three, one. And when it's the same. One of theirs.
yeah.
Or what's yours? What's yours, bud? Your tag? No, the green one?
Don't have one. 03.
That one won't.
9.
Oh, it's okay, bud. It's okay. Yeah, but it's not. It's not listed here.
It's the last one.
Oh, okay. Oh. Gotcha. Thank you.
So a little bit of deliberation here up top, but I think this weather here that the young lady has is the one that's the most complete. It's the one that's tallest to the point of its shoulder. It's the one that has a really wide rack, good loin, good muscle down through its lower leg. One that maybe, I'll admit, gets a little long from chest to chine and maybe not quite as attractive there, but I think that's the one that has to start by the way it looks today and by the way it handles today. I think that the doe that comes in second here, and I know this young man's been out here showing for other people all day long, and he's been doing a great job for them, but that's the best handling goat out here today. Biggest rack by far, biggest loin. The problem is that she runs out of power the further we come back on her. We'd like to just give her a notch more muscle down there through the twist and really there wrap that leg with a little bit more muscle as well. The 1 1/3 is the one that gave me a little bit of trouble. It's a good, really attractive looking goat. The most powerful from behind for sure. He's just carrying a little too much cover today and probably a little too full for my taste today. As we move down through the class here, we have a couple of goats that we'd just like to change just ever so slightly, especially up through that front end. We'd like to move those chest floors back in them and make them a little taller to the side and make them have a little bit more muscle and spread up top, especially as we look over that rack and down through that loin in order for them to move up any higher. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
And again, congratulations. We have first place to Grace Nippert with goat 56 and a purple. Second place to Cord Nippert with goat 22 and a purple. Third place to AJ Beeson with the blue. Fourth place to Cord Nippert with the blue. And fifth place to Grace Nippert with the blue. We'll now bring out our final class of home raised market goats, class 3. 3 exhibitors, 3 goats, Tyler Beeson, AJ Beeson, and Cord Nippert. If you have time and you're done with your goat for now, you can take those back and we will make sure that we have purchased market goat class 1 in holding pens, purchased market goat class 1, and if we can fit class 2 in there, that'd be great. Purchased market goat class 1. Those exhibitors are Adelia Lyden, Tyler True, and Delaney True. This is our third and final class of home-raised market goats. These goats weigh between 80.2 and 85.2 pounds. We do have an empty pen if someone wants to utilize that. We do have an empty holding pen.
Really like the weather here to start off the class. This black-headed weather that did really good on the walk, really attractive fronted. I really like how this one handles. It has a ton of muscle up over the top of the rack, works it down through that loin, and wraps a really good leg. It's a good place to start. One here in second is the one that follows the closest in that mold. At times, this one likes to kind of get a little piecey on us as it breaks down and walks, but you know, once he gets him stuck, it's a pretty attractive, really muscular weather, especially down through that lower leg. Now, take nothing away from this one in third place. That one's probably the best profiling one. It's probably the most attractive right when you walk through the ring. I really like that one as it sets on a profile. Problem is that he just kind of tapers off a little bit towards our back end here, and I'd like to make him a little bit larger stifled and down through that twist in order for him to move up anymore. But 3 purple ribbons there, really 3 good weathers there in that class.
Excellent job on Class 3, receiving all purples. Third place to Cord Nipper, second place to AJ Beeson, and first place to Tyler Beeson. We will now bring out our champions of each class. In Class 1, Cord Nippert with goat 50. In Class 2, Grace Nippert with goat 56. And in the third class, Tyler Beeson with goat 4098. Our judge will select our champion home-raised market and reserve home-raised market out of these 3 classes. Our champion home-raised market goat will receive a trophy sponsored, an award sponsored by Nancy Nelson. Again, thank you to Nancy Nelson for her sponsorship of the champion home-raised market goat. Making sure that we have Class 1 purchase market ready, Class 2 standby. Class 1 has 3 exhibitors, 4 goats. Class 2 of our purchase market goats, Delaney True, Natalie True, Garrett True, Dalton True, Chloe Bruce, and Tyler True. Making sure you're on standby for Class 2 purchase market goats.
That's all right. All right, just talk through all 3 of these real quick, and I really appreciate all 3 of them out here. Once again, I didn't come here today thinking that we'd find 3 really high-quality home-raised goats here for the market show, but we start with kind of our lighter weight here on the end, one that's stout, one that has a good rack and rib shape, one that works up through that chest floor I really like quite a bit. You know, he's probably a little bit younger yet, probably a little more immature, probably might need a little more time to move further, but one that is really good in his own right. We got a wether here in the middle here that just balances up so well. I really like the front end on this one, and as you look at him and get over the top of him, you can really appreciate the quality and integrity, structural integrity that this one has. And then we move to the last one, the one that probably is that little more heavier muscled one, really attractive from the side, one that levels up probably just a hair bit better than our front two, and you can appreciate the handle. When you get over the top of him and your hand just bounces off that rack, you can really appreciate that one. I'll go out here and select your champion.
Congratulations to Tyler Beeson, his for champion home raised market goat out of Class 3. We're now bringing out second place out of Class 3, which is AJ Beeson, to select reserve champion home raised market goat. Congratulations to AJ Beeson for Reserve Champion Home Market Race Goat out of Class 3. And again, we'll bring in our Purchase Market Goats Class 1. Purchase Market Goat Class 1. We will have 3 open pens in the ring, 3 open pens in the ring. We have, and so we can call our Class 2 and 3 to the holding pens. At this time, to the ring, we need Adelia Leiden with 2 goats, Tyler True and Delaney True. Class 1, Purchase Market Goats to the ring. Class 2 and 3 in holding pens if possible. Class 2 and 3 in holding pens if possible. Class 1 is currently being judged. Class 2-3, 220 Purchase Market Goat Class 1. We have 4 goats and 3 exhibitors in this class. Adelia Leiden with 2 goats, assisted by our Fair Queen, Delana Olson, and Tyler True and Delaney True. This is our first class of purchased market goats.
Oh. Tanner. 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 There you go. Pull straight up on her, Delana. Good job.
Our Fair Queen's goal is to show every animal this year at the fair. Yesterday she was extremely supportive in the poultry department. Give her a round of applause. All the Fair Queen candidates have to put in some long hours. We have Ella Peterson with us. Can you wave, Ella? There you go. We have Carson Poston. Waving this Carson. We have Delana Olson and anybody else? Lainey, there she is, Lainey DeVries. Thank you all 4 of you for being here today. Don't forget that pretty soon you have to do a goat call for me because that's tradition at the Montgomery County Fair. Someone told me they've been practicing, but we're going to judge by round of applause.
I didn't think we'd have royalty out here today, but she did a great job. I think where I'd like to start at is with this weather. This weather this young lady has is one that just really ties together really well. As you come up out of that shoulder down through that blade, and he handles really extremely well. I like how he progressively gets wider as we go back from blade to hip. Obviously, it's not the most stoutest one, not the most powerful one out here, but I think it's the one that blends everything together really well, so congratulations to you. Young man's weather that he has here is a powerhouse. I mean, he is a straight muscle piece, one that has a huge forearm. You can see that he works that into a huge lower leg. I just like to make him more attractive. Honestly, I'd like to lift him up, make him taller fronted, so that he can be a little more attractive and tie things together rather well. But if you're looking for straight muscle, I will argue with you that is the one that you have to use. I just like to make him a little more attractive. And we go into the young lady who's helping us out here, the queen. That's one that we just need to fix that front shoulder a little bit. He gets a little opened up, gets a little coarse up front there. And one that we just like to, he's got good enough muscle, good underline. I really like him. He just needs a little more power there and a shot of power there through his back leg. And take nothing away from the doe here. This is one that balances up really well, probably the best balanced one out here. It just doesn't have enough power today to compete with those three weathers ahead of him. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
Congratulations. 4th place in a purple to Delaney True. 3rd place in a purple to Addie Leiden. 2nd place in a purple to Tyler True. And champion of that class, Addie Leiden with Goat 4910. Congratulations. We'll now bring out Class 2, Purchase Market. We have 6 exhibitors in this class. Delaney True, Natalie True, Garrett True, Dalton True, Tyler True, and Chloe Bruce. Just kidding, because they're all Trues, except for Chloe. This is our 2nd class. These goats weigh between 67 and 73.7 pounds. Again, 67 and 73.7 pounds.
Ooh, that was pretty good too. We might have to go with purple ribbons. Nah. You guys are like triplet votes. Ready? Nah. Alright. Pretty good, guys. Pretty good. We'll give them all purples. Thank you, ladies. You were good sports.
Talk about a couple of elite goats here. These top three are pretty good ones. The one up here in front, he's there's not a lot to say because he's pretty complete. One that's just big and burly, and you really appreciate his presence, and he's just a really high quality one to start the class. I really appreciate that about him. The one here in second, you talk about barrel rib cage. This is one that it's got a huge rib in him and stout featured. He just doesn't quite have as much power as in the back end compared to our class winner. Maybe not quite as much up through that forearm as well, but I would take nothing away. That is a really high quality weather that you have there. One that comes in third here is one that is another high quality one. We just get a little longer from chest to chine. We'd like to change that about him a little bit. Maybe give him just a little more power back there up through his lower leg for him to compete any higher, but one that's nice, level. I really appreciate that about that weather as well. Next one comes in is one that maybe just gets a little bit plainer as we look at him from the side. Doesn't kind of bust open as wide as some of the ones in front of him, but another high quality one that sits down on some really good feet and legs and has some really good structure that I really appreciate about that one. Then we got two does here that round out the class. Just don't have as much spread and much muscle up top as we'd like to compete with those weathers that are ahead of them. If we can change that about them, I think these are ones that balance up well. I think they're really good does for the owner that they're going to be really happy with to try and make some weathers out of them. So congratulations to that class.
Sixth place and a blue to Dalton True, 5th place and a blue to Delaney True, 4th place and a blue to Natalie True, 3rd place and a purple to Tyler True, 2nd in the class to Garrett True with the purple, and champion of that class, Chloe Bruce with the purple. Congratulations to all of you. We'll now bring out our Class 3 Purchase Market Goat, Garrett True, Natalie True, and Isabella Glassell. These goats weigh between 85.9 and 95.8 pounds. We also need to stand by on our Class 4 Purchase Market, Tyler and AJ Beeson.
Tanner. Bella might need help too. Bella might need help. There you go. Come on, buddy. After. But probably before. Sorry.
like that one on profile, good silhouette. Problem is we just don't have enough power up top, up to that back, going down into that groin, and especially down to that lower leg. We'd really like to add a lot more to that one for it to move up any higher today. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
Third place in the blue, Garrett True. Second place in the blue, Natalie True. And first place and a purple champion in the class, Isabel Lasso. Congratulations to all exhibitors. We'll now bring out our final class, class 4, Purchase Market Goat. 2 exhibitors in this class, AJ Beeson and Tyler Beeson. And again, all 4 classes, please make sure you have your first place goat, champion of each class ready to come out for champion, purchase, market goat, and reserve champion, purchase, market goat judging. We will move into rate of gain before showmanship. So we will award our rate of gain winners and places after our grand champion market and before we move into showmanship.
I think freshness and trimness was what breaks these two apart. I think, they're relatively similar in their stature, but the brown weather that the young man has is definitely the fresher, the trimmer of the two. When you get into these upper weights, you start worrying about the cutability concern of some of these goats as we put a little too much finish on them. But this guy still has a lot of product up top. He handles rather well and still fresh and trim for as much weight as he has on his carcass. So I appreciate that one. The one that comes in second, he's just starting to put it on a little too much as we get up front. As you can see, he's just starting to carry a little too much finish up over the top of his shoulders and starting to work down through his back into his loin. But a very nice weather in his own right. Congratulations, those exhibitors.
Okay, first place in that class, Tyler Beeson with the purple and AJ Beeson with the blue for second place. Now we will bring out our champions of each class. In class 1, Addie Leiden. Class 2, Chloe Bruce. Class 3, Isabella Glassel. And Class 4, Tyler Beeson. Our judge will select our champion purchased market goat.
We get our 4 class winners out here, and I really appreciate all 4 of them. You know, we start with the lighter weight one here, and the young ladies' weather that really combined a little bit of balance and a little bit of power, really kind of tied it together really well up through that front end. She's really, really pretty up through that shoulder, and he's just he's a really complete weather and one of my favorites all day long. We got the one that comes out in second here that is just massive and bold and thick and just has a ton of spread up top. We haven't seen a bigger backed one all day for sure. The one here came out of the 3rd class is dappled up weather. One that you can appreciate on the profile, still has plenty of bone and it is a good looking weather from that profile. And you come out of that 4th class, one that once again is that heavier weight, but yet he still feels fresh and trim to the handle, and you really appreciate that about him. You go out there and select your champion here, and we'll bring in one for contention for reserve.
Congratulations to Chloe Bruce from Class 2, champion purchase market goat. We will now bring out Garrett True from Class 2. Garrett True from Class 2 with his 2nd place to select reserve champion purchased market goat.
think the young man brings in a really nice weather out of that second class. So we talked about how big and barrel rib shape that one had, and just handles with a lot of power as well. He's going to be your reserve.
Congratulations to Garrett True, receiving Reserve Champion Purchase Market Goat. We need Chloe Bruce with her Purchased Market, and Tyler Beeson with his Home Raised Champion out for selection of overall. Again, champion of our home raised, Tyler Beeson, champion of our purchased class, Chloe Bruce, competing for overall grand champion market. Okay, again, first in the ring, Tyler Beeson with his home raised, and Chloe Bruce with her purchased champion market goats. Judge is selecting our overall grand champion. After selection of that, our reserves will come out for reserve.
The selection of our champion market goat here. You know, the young man out of the home raised brings one, the black-headed one that is good looking, handles really well, nice and muscular. Maybe doesn't quite have the stoutness and power down low as compared to our one that came out of the purchased. And the purchased one, you know, that's one, that might be the best goat I've seen all year. So she'll be your champion.
Or are you just going to keep going with this?
I've talked about these several times today, so I'll and take nothing away from this black-headed market goat that we have here the young man has, but your reserve out of the purchase is going to be your reserve champion overall.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to both Chloe Bruce for receiving overall grand champion market goat, and to Garrett True for overall reserve. Chloe will receive a trophy, or excuse me, I can't get the word trophy out of my head. Sorry, I've been doing this too long. Chloe will receive an award by the Iowa Meat Goat Association, and Garrett will receive an award sponsored by Doville Refrigeration and Appliance. We'll take a minute to go ahead and get those photos, and I will call you out for rate again, and we'll line you up as soon as you're ready. So if you're needing a photo, go ahead and do that with our sponsors, and then we'll call you out for rate again. Our rate again winners, again, once our pictures are done, our rate again winners that we'll need in the ring for place are Tyler True, AJ Beeson, Natalie True, Tyler Beeson, AJ Beeson, Garrett True, Natalie True, Tyler Beeson, and AJ Beeson again. Take your time with those photos and make your way to the ring for rate again. We will start with senior showman after rate of gain, senior showman with rate of gain. We'll continue on down by experience level, junior, intermediate, and then beginner. Don't know about you guys, but I think this is the coolest goat show we've ever been to, so thank you to whoever planned it that way. Meaning temperature, of course. All right, again, and once we get photos, we'll make our way to the ring for rate of gain. We could have Tyler True, AJ Beeson, Natalie True, Tyler Beeson, Garrett True, AJ Beeson, Natalie True to the ring for Rate of Gain Awards. I know. Do we have all of them?
Yeah, we have like electricity in here for kids that want to use blowers.
Well, we don't let them use blowers. It's the chickens and the rabbits.
Okay.
The goats and sheep are over in across the or on the other side of the wash racks. We don't really have
We're gonna be done at a decent time. Just to hang around. Do we have ready to gain ribbons that we're ready to present? Come on out to the ring, candidates. Give us a help. 10th place, ready to gain, Tyler True, with an average daily gain of .44. Congratulations, Tyler. An 8th place tie between AJ Beeson and Natalie True for a daily rate of gain of .45 pounds. 7th place is awarded to Tyler Beeson with a .46. A 4th place tie, three-way tie, Garrett True with two of his goats and AJ Beeson for a .48 rate of gain. 3rd place to Natalie True with a .5 rate of gain. 2nd place to Tyler Beeson with a .51 rate of gain. And 1st place to AJ Beeson with a .55 rate of gain. So our champion rate of gain is awarded to AJ Beeson. AJ will receive an award sponsored by Jack Baird. Asking all senior showmen to the ring. Senior showmen for showmanship to the ring, please. Senior showmen to the ring, thank you. Currently, we have 2 senior showmen, and we're waiting on 3, and we're waiting on a couple more. Senior showmen to the ring. We have Addie Leiden, Cord Nipper, and Chloe Bruce. and Delaney True.
Okay, I'm going to hand you the microphone. Okay? Introduce yourself. You can tell who your parents are. You can say if there's anybody you want to say. Okay? You can talk about how many years you've been in 4-H or FFA. Okay? I'll be right back. I just want to make sure everybody heard it. Did you hear that?
A little bit.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the microphone. You can introduce yourself.
Okay.
And you can talk about your parents or whoever you want to say. Okay? So you can think about that a little bit. Okay? And then tell us how many years you've been involved in 4-H or FFA.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm going to be handing you guys the microphone, okay? You guys are going to introduce yourself.
Okay.
You're going to talk about how many years you've been in 4-H or FFA, and then you're going to thank whoever you'd like to, okay? Parents or whoever's helping you, okay? Figure that out. I'm going to hand you the microphone, okay? You can introduce yourself. Talk about how many years you've been in 4-H or FFA, and then you can thank whoever you'd like to. So I want you to take the microphone. You're going to go out right to the center, or kind of over here, and you can do it yourself. Okay?
Thanks, somebody. My name's Tyler Beeson. I've been in 4-H for 7 years and FFA for 4. I'd like to thank Mark Lydell for helping set up our goats.
You go right out there with the microphone and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Cord Nippert. I've been in 4-H ever since 4th grade, so that means about 6 or 7 years. And I just come here to show goats. Really all I do.
My name's Addie Leiden. I've been in FFA for 3 years, and I'd like to thank my dad for helping me with my goats. My name's Delaney True, and I've been in 4-H for 5 years.
Parents, anybody else?
We got 2 more.
Hi, I'm Chloe Bruce. I've been in 4-H for 8 years, and I've been in FFA for 4 years. My parents are Scott and Jen Bruce, and my goat's name is Turbo. I wanted to add that. And I'd like to thank my family and friends for helping me with my animals.
And I think it's great for the seniors to get out here. You know, some of this might be their last chance to do it, so get them on the microphone and talk a little bit, and thank some people that have helped them along the way. So we'll get going here. We'll get a little competitive. We'll kind of go just what kind of way we did around the show a little bit, and I'll talk to each one of them a little bit individually, and we'll go from there.
You want to drink?
If you're just joining us, our judges selecting our champion senior showman. Our champion senior showman will receive an award by Rogers Plumbing and Heating.
So when we're out here and we're competitively showing for showmanship, you know, obviously I want a showman that's going to really get their goat set, get those feet set, and give me a really good look at that animal. The second thing that really kind of came to mind was asking them a few questions about their animal and working with them and what they've done with them and sometimes what their plans are and what they might change about them, those types of things. And our young lady that's going to win here today is the one that did that the best. She really did a good job of getting them set up, giving us a good look at that weather. But I think more than anything, she knew a lot about her project and was able to answer a lot of great questions. Take nothing away, the one here in second, I think she's the one that probably sets them up the best. She's the one that has it set up, gives us a good look. Every time I'm looking around, those feet are always set, they're square, and she looks really good. And it just came down to the questions, I think, is what it really kind of came down to. So congratulations. We'll have your champion in your reserve here.
Congratulations. Thank you, first of all, to all you seniors who participated. It's nice to have 5 senior showmen in the class. And congratulations to Chloe Bruce for receiving Champion Senior Showman. We'll bring in our Junior Intermediate Showman now. And again, Chloe Bruce, our Champion Senior Showman, will receive an award sponsored by Rogers Plumbing and Heating. Calling Junior Intermediate Showman to the ring. At this time, we have 2 participants, Grace Nippert and AJ Beeson, calling Junior Intermediate Showman to the ring. For our Junior Intermediate Showman, we have Grace Nippert, AJ Beeson, and Dalton True.
Well, I think all three of these showmen, we've seen them all day long. It seemed like every class we turned around, all three of them were in there. It seemed like they're out there working hard, and sometimes they had goats that cooperated them with really well, and sometimes not so much. And that's part of it. You really have to do a lot of work in the barn to get these things ready. I often tell my own kids that showmanship is won before the show even begins, because you have to do the work in the barn in order for that animal to cooperate with you. And I know sometimes it's really frustrating during some of those early mornings or late nights that you're working in the barn with them and they don't want to cooperate. I understand that. So, but talking with the showmen, I think they all did it really well. They were very knowledgeable and did a great job. But I think my champion showman for our intermediates is going to be right here in the middle, this young man.
Congratulations to AJ Beeson being awarded Junior Intermediate Showman. At this time, we'll bring our beginners to the ring. Beginner showman to the ring. Beginners. Oh, no beginners? Okay, no beginners. Sorry. So we have our senior winner, Chloe Bruce, our junior intermediate winner, AJ Beeson. From those two, our judge will select the overall grand champion goat showman. Our overall grand champion showman will receive an award from CR Graphics, an award from ROCIA Rural Commerce Committee, and an award from Seligren Lindell DeMars Funeral Homes. Thank you again to all of our award sponsors.
We've talked about these showmen multiple times today and what they've done, and we've talked about them individually in class. I just mentioned a few little things that you might be able to do to make your animal look just a little bit better out here in the ring. They're both doing a really good job. They've got the basics down. They're getting them braced, making them look really good. We have two different comparisons. We have a market animal, we have a breeding animal, right? And we want to do those two different ways. The young lady does a really good job of getting this animal stuck, and a good brace gives us a good profile, handles extremely well. I just told her, kind of on the walk sometimes, we'd like to maybe get that head just a little bit higher on the walk so that he can look a little taller front of this. He's going around the ring. We talked about the young man with his breeding doe over here that, he does a good job just getting all four corners set, make sure you get out of the way, get that chain held high so her head looks nice and high, so it looks really good up through that chest floor and giving a good look to the judge. But when you come in for a handle, when the judge comes to handle, make sure you get her on her brace so that, you know, you're really popping her top and you have a good handle for that judge, because it can make a difference of you going lower in class or higher in class depending upon how she's going to handle. So if we can just do a few of those little things better, I mean, these guys have been doing an excellent job, but those are just a couple small things that we might want to change in the future, and we can work on those things at home. But your champion overall showman will be the young lady.
All right, thank you again to our judge, Ben Booth from Manning, Iowa. Give him a round of applause. If you're coming back for the sheep show, you'll see him again. Also, thank you to our superintendents, Tanner Allensworth and Don Nippert, all of our extension office staff, Sadie Graham, Katie Hart, Delana Olson, and Ashley Henneman. Thank you again for everything. Congratulations, exhibitors. Have a good rest of your day. And we will see you at the sheep show starting at noon right here in the Montgomery County Livestock Arena.